We're doing another video, and this time I've actually made some real progress. If you've seen some of my other devlogs already, welcome back. And if you're new here, then welcome, front. It's good to have you here. While you're here and still paying attention, I'm going to throw out a call to action and ask you to leave a like, a comment, and if you're feeling especially good, please consider subscribing for more content like this video. Firstly, I want to apologize for the poor video quality of my previous devlog. I screwed up a setting while editing the video and it resulted in a resolution of only 360p. Switching this resolution back to what it should be would have resulted in me having to edit the entire video again. I didn't want to delay the video any further, so here we are. Since I now have a high resolution monitor, I can record my footage in glorious 1440p, so the coming video should end up having even higher quality than before. On top of that, with the help of a new microphone and of course the expert audio work that Matt Gibson Music provides, the audio-visual experience of my videos are much better than ever. To start off this video, I'm happy to announce that I've managed to get my game in a working state again. The bugs I mentioned in the previous video are now gone. Besides that, I found another two glitches. One of them would prevent your dash from consistently refreshing when using one of the magical whooshy whoosh pads, and the other one was a visual glitch, where portal particles wouldn't be the right color. Both were quick fixes and are no longer a problem. Afterwards, I've made the game a tiny bit easier. By that, I mean I've made the wall slide a bit slower to give the player some time to think about their next step before they plummet to their deaths. This should prevent the game from being too difficult and with that frustrating, while still being difficult enough to provide a challenge. Similar to Celeste, I want every level of my game to have a single mechanic or obstacle for the player to learn, experiment with and eventually master. An example from Celeste would be the geared platforms in the first level. Though they're not in every single room, they are the only non-standard obstacle to appear in this level. This should keep the player from being overwhelmed with new obstacles. For Martial Mage, the first main obstacle will end up being the portals I made earlier. I feel like those portals can lead to some interesting levels which aren't too complicated, so those first levels won't be too difficult. Over the Christmas holidays I've started bullet journaling, which is a great system for keeping track of notes, to-do lists and events. It's essentially a way to help organize your mind in a notebook and in doing so increasing your productivity while reducing stress. Using that system during the holidays helped me create more content for my game than I have in the past 3 months. Most of this content was made in the form of new rooms. You'll see time-lapses for their creation playing in the background. I started off by making rooms individual scenes within Godot. This makes them easier to manage and create. With this newfound power, I created a room template which I can easily duplicate when I want to make a new room. And boy did I duplicate. I more than doubled the amount of rooms in my game by creating 8 whole new rooms on top of the 5 that I already had. As you might be able to see, this room is quite impossible. You'll need to use your dash to get through this first gap, but you'll somehow need to use another dash to get through this second gap, which you can't use your double jump for because it's too narrow. In order to fix that, I've decided to implement a completely new system: runes. There will be several different kinds of runes, all with different effects, but the one I've made this time is a dash refresh rune. It does exactly what its name describes. It refreshes your dash, allowing you to actually complete this level. This next level will contain 2 exits, both of which lead to progress. There will be collectibles in each section, so to allow the completionist to gather every collectible, there will be ways to switch between paths and ways to backtrack to a certain extent in order to get those collectibles. The reason that I'm making so many levels in one go is that slowly but surely I'm preparing for a public test run. I want you, the kind viewer, to be able to get a feel for the movement system and for the level design. That's why I'm making a large variety of levels varying in difficulty, so I know what's too easy, too difficult and just right. Getting the first test build out there and in your hands might take a while, but I feel like I'd be able to get a whole lot of valuable feedback which I can use to make my game more enjoyable for you all. Creating all of these rooms centered around the portal mechanic is a lot of fun, and since I'm aiming to have around 100 rooms for each level, there's plenty more fun to be had. Of course, I would like there to be at least 5 more levels, so I do need at least 5 more unique platforming mechanics that they will center around. If you have any suggestions for mechanic that you think will be fun, please do let me know in the comments down below. With that said, it's time for this devlog to end, but not before making another one of those calls to action and asking you to like, leave a comment and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Stay creative, and I'll see you in the next one.